Hey guys, welcome back to another install video. So in this one, we're going to cover the install of a strut bar by Megan Racing on a 2013 to 2015 Acura ILX. And this is a model number. So this is made for a 9th gen Civic Si, but we're going to make it fit today on an ILX. So I already started doing some of the work itself, and I'm going to walk you through pretty much what I've done so far and also give you a little review on the bar itself. So it's pretty light, seems to be pretty solid bar too, and I like it. Good overall finish too. I opted for this polished finish, so I like the look of it. And go ahead and set this down. All right, so first thing you're gonna have to do is you got this big plastic piece, trim piece that goes right up here. It covers pretty much this huge gap. See this big opening where the wiper mechanism is and everything. Show you guys that area. So the first thing you gotta do to remove this trim piece, you have some clips over here to take out. One over here, the part here, here, and here. So once you get all those clips removed, this piece is pretty much free. You do have another trim piece that goes down the side of your windshield that snaps onto this area. It's pretty easy to remove. Show you that. Right there, that's a piece that snaps into it. And then once you get this freed up, everything's ready to go. You're gonna have to remove your wipers. And the way that's done is pretty simple. Set this piece of bar down. So you have these two, I believe, 17mm nuts. You gotta undo, but before you do that, you have to take the caps off the wiper blades. So this cap pretty much goes on right over here. Once you take that off, you expose the nut, you undo the nut, and then the wiper blade comes out. Just have it set here on top of the car. Yep. So once this comes off, that nut, you can pretty much pull that arm out. And once the arms come out, the plastic piece can come off from there. And yeah. So what I did, because I know you're going to have to do a little bit of trimming on the plastic, I already went and installed these mounts here on the shock towers for the bar. Pretty easy. You just got to undo the 14mm nuts that hold your strut down. You gotta undo that. This slides over the top, and just torque those things back down. Left, sorry, right side. It's the left hand side one. Same thing on this one. And what I did from that point is where I'm at right now in this project. So kind of show you guys, put this piece back on here. Try to outline it as best as I can. Sorry, working with one hand here. So all right, once you have the plastic almost pretty much back in place where it needs to go. I use a China marker to make some marks here where I believe I'm going to have to cut the trim piece to clear this part of the bracket. And I believe once we cut this little section out here, we can clear this brace. And same thing on the other side. We're gonna have to make that cut there. So this plastic piece, I made a bunch of marks here trying to measure everything. We're gonna have to cut that to clear it. And I believe this should drop in freely without any rubbing issues, but I still recommend once we cut this out, I'm going to put a weather stripping around it just to make everything look clean and keep the plastic from possibly any vibrations or any noise if it's too close to the bracket. I want to keep the cut small. I don't want to cut any excess material just to have it look sloppy. In the end, I want to try to make this cut as clean as possible. Just gonna see where everything's gonna lay, and I'll show you the bar on here. So this bar, sit. So kind of see where this bar is gonna sit. It's gonna be right above the oil cap. Okay, so I decided to, before cutting, I decided to put the bar on just loosely, and this is something that I did not think about until now, but so I want to check for clearance between the bar and the hood once the hood is down. So you can see I removed the hood liner that goes pretty much right here and is clipped on. So reason I did that is because I noticed that the bar over this area here was hitting the liner. It was getting pretty tight, and you could tell it was you know, it didn't want to sit nice. So I went ahead and removed the liner, and the fitment was just right. On this side, you're very close to the hood, especially this area right here where that line runs, and there's a little bit more room on this side. So I'm not sure exactly why, but maybe it's just the design of the hood. But I guess I'll leave that up to you guys. If you want to run this bar, just a heads up, you will have to remove that hood liner if you want to make it fit, and possibly we might have to do a little bit of work over here, and I hate to say this, but maybe pound this in gently where we can clear the top of the strut brace. All right, that's something I think I'm willing to live with. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish making those cuts on that trim piece and then test fit it. So I made the first cut over here and put the trim piece back, lined it up as close as possible, but looks like I'm gonna have to make a few additional cuts to clear this mount area and for it to drop over this brace. So yeah, I made this little channel cut here, but I think I'm gonna have to cut down these lines here as well. And I haven't cut the other side yet, but looks like that's gonna be the same story over here. All right, back to cutting. All right, so we finished making that second cut, and looks like we have success. So I think we're gonna go ahead and make the other cut on the other side. Looks like it's going to be pretty safe. The only thing I noticed though is I think this cover, this cap cover that goes over here, sorry, lost focus. This is not going to want to snap back in. So we'll try it again once this piece is fully in its position that it needs to be. We'll test fit all these caps, these covers, and see how they all fit. And then, like I said, I'm planning on getting some type of rubber strip, like weather stripping, just to put around this so it doesn't look all jagged and such. Even though it wasn't a horrible cut, we can make it look nice. All right, so we finished the cutting, and I fit the trim piece back on here. I haven't fully put all the clips back on, but I want to give you guys a little preview of how everything looks and sits before we button everything back up. And I'll show you this side. And this is a cutout that we made on the trim piece. Then I'll go over on the other side. This is a cutout for this side. Just can kind of see it. Everything looks to fit pretty good. And we're gonna go ahead and throw the weather stripping back on and put all the clips back on, and we'll show you how it all looks once it's all finished. All right, so we button up the trim piece. All the caps were able to snap on with no problem. Put the rubber stripping back on. Reinstalled the wipers. Show you guys the other side. So same thing goes for this side. Everything fit nicely. Now the only thing left is to finish installing the bar, and then this project should be a wrap. Alrighty guys, so the strut bar's fully assembled. You're gonna need a Allen wrench here and a 15mm ratchet wrench. Works best. Easy. Bar feels pretty solid, and I'm shaking the whole car, so pretty happy with it. So I'll give you guys a look at the engine bay with the bar on. And I have a few more parts coming for the car, so please guys stay tuned. We got a few more install videos, and I would like to give you guys another car update and see what I've been to all winter. All right, thanks for watching.